Good morning. It's Sunday, June 8th. Today we're going to go riding through the city. I'm kind of getting bored doing the same trails all the time, so I'm going to try to avoid those now and then. And it's Sunday, so traffic shouldn't be too bad, at least in the morning. I don't know how many miles I'm going to aim for today. I'm just going to ride and see where we go. I don't know how long it would take me to get high miles riding through the city. Being on the trails, I kind of know a little bit of how many miles I'm going to get in each day. So anyway, we're just going to get out there and see where we get. See you in a bit. I decided to ride without my headphones this morning. Figured to make it a little easier to hear cars as they're approaching from my left. So since I don't have a mirror yet, I feel like it'd be safer. Oh, man, these city streets are crap. Man, super rough. Okay, biking on University is pretty shit. Even these sidewalks, man. What does this city spend our tax dollars on? Wow. God, man. I'm gonna end up blowing a tire riding on this shit. Here's a little bit better section. Wow. Hopping on the sidewalk here. This construction situation out near Sam's Club, and I don't know what the road looks like over there. Oh, it looks like they're pretty much done with it, and the sidewalk's closed. So another irony in life. Try to take a different path. Path's blocked. That's hilarious. All right. The smell of that diesel exhaust brings back memories. Drove semi for 15 years. That was something you get used to daily, smelling those exhaust fumes from a diesel. Oh shit, ah, no. I just ran through glass. These are the parts of riding in the city that suck. Main roads. There's like a broken alcohol bottle there. Rode right through it. Doesn't appear that I got flat, at least yet. Things seem okay. I have no idea how far I'm gonna go here. Just testing the waters. A lot of cyclists ride these old highways in town. And due to safety concerns, I have not tried it yet. Oh, jeez. Turning around. I didn't like the way that dog was looking at me there. I don't feel like getting bit. Dogs get territorial in their yards. I know I have dog. And I was just seeing some video or got pretty windy going down that hill. Anyway, what I was saying, I just recently saw people sharing some photos of getting dog bit on a bike on one of the Facebook pages. And the way that dog was looking my way, I didn't want to get into a territorial pissing match. So I'm on a bike, he's got a mouthful of teeth. So the hell with that. I'm just gonna ride some in these neighborhoods, I think. Probably a little safer anyway. Can't imagine what life must be like being able to afford homes like this. It's pretty nuts. I don't even know what the prices start at out here, but these are mostly brand new construction. Pretty fancy. Definitely way out of my price range. Yeah, it's definitely nice to have some different scenery this morning. Oh, those trails are just getting old. I'm still gonna do them, you know, but I just needed a break. I've never been over here before. Never seen this school before, Carver Elementary. Heard of it, never seen it. Yeah, this is a part of town you just pass by if you don't live out here. This is upper class neighborhoods for sure. I grew up downtown in the flats. I've done well, you know, financially. I'm self-sufficient, work for myself, have 2 businesses, but I'm not wealthy by any means. People just assume you're rich when you have a business, but not true. I work hard every day. There are people that work for me, but yeah, we're not wealthy, man. Everybody makes a, you know, decent living, I would say, enough to get by. But we're not going to move to this neighborhood, and that's okay. You gotta have some diversity in life, you know. So I made it about 10 miles into the ride this morning, stopping to eat a little something, and we're gonna get back out there. Feeling pretty good so far. So it appears that my GPS battery just died. I was just over 10 miles in. It's not a battery I can replace, it's a rechargeable thing. And I have a charger, but no cord. There's always something. Whenever you're prepared for another thing, something else happens. Such is life. So, I don't know how I'm gonna gauge how many miles I get in today. I'm not gonna know at all. I tried to download the Strava app. It said it was a free trial, but then they want your credit card. And I wasn't about to do that. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I'm a couple miles back to where I started, I think. And then I could ride the same route I did yesterday, going back through the mines of Spain. And then I can just add that together to see where I'm at. I kind of wanted to see if I get a high mileage day in today, but life is absolutely hilarious. So as I was talking about my GPS battery dying, trying to calculate things and figure out what I'm going to do, my GoPro battery died. Oh, life is weird. Say a thing and something happens that's related to it. It's so weird. I think when you're living in the moment, you notice these things a lot more. It's trippy, man. It's very trippy. It's a little after 8 in the morning now. More people are out and about, so traffic's gonna start picking up out here. Thinking what I might do is run back to the house, drop this GPS on a charger, head back out, or, well, no, I'll have to go back anyway to calculate correct miles. So yeah, I'll just throw on a charger. So I got my GoPro battery and the other charger on here. So I get the GPS charged up, go for my ride, come back, grab the GPS if I feel like continuing riding, put it back on, and then I'll just add my miles approximately to figure out where I'm at for the day. And this street up here is really rough, so I think I'm gonna just go on the sidewalks, get away from all this crap. Sidewalk here ain't much better, but at least I don't gotta contend with traffic out in the street too. All right, now I gotta get back over to go where I'm going. All right, so GPS is dropped off on the charger back at the shop. We're gonna run the route we rode yesterday. Probably be able to do it a little quicker, because I stopped a lot yesterday to take photo and video with my phone since the GoPro was down. And that was, yesterday's ride was like 14 3/4 miles, so Just add it up to the end. Yeah, I don't know how fast those GPSs charge up. It's just kind of a cheap GPS that I got off Amazon. I may look into getting Strava or something like it. Just not sure yet. I just didn't want to commit while I was out here in the middle of the ride without checking reviews and such. If there's any people actually watching this, if you have any recommendations, throw it down in the comments. Let me know what you like, what you've used. I'd appreciate it. So I'm getting used to this riding daily thing. Well, not daily, but you know, riding a couple days in a row. My body is faring pretty well to this. The only concern I really have now in Ragbrai is the heat. This July in Iowa, it's pretty notorious for being hot. And I'm riding on these cool mornings all the time. So that's going to be a challenge, I'm sure. Maybe one of these weekends or future weekends coming up, I should start riding in the afternoon when it's warmer and see how I handle it. It just kind of throws a wrench into my day if I do it in the middle of the day, because it's nice to get up and get going in the morning, and then when I get home I have the rest of the day. So I'll just have to shift my schedule around a little bit if I want to do that. It's doable. It's just not what I'm used to. Because even though I'm off work, I still got shit to do. That's the joys of being self-employed. You're always working. You know, because my boss is a dick. Sounds like some softball games going on off to my left down there in the ballparks. Yep. Games or practices anyway. Little pathway down to Julian Dubuque's monument. Down this Horseshoe Bend trail yesterday out here at Mines, Spain, just to have some kind of footage in the back of the old like quarry like area here yesterday. Since my camera wasn't working, I figured I'd go off-road and get some pictures of something interesting to put in there to fill for video. So we're gonna ride back down through there so you can see how I got to those pictures yesterday. Fuzzy things that are floating in the air just got in my left eye, man. Oh no. Hopefully it'll work its way out with moisture. I don't know. Oh man, it's tickling. Alright, I gotta stop and try to deal with this quick. I think I got it. Back at it. Riding on some limestone bedrock right through here. But I got to stretch my leg, my right foot. I got some numbness right now in between my middle toes. I'm assuming just sitting on this seat making things go a little bit numb. So I'm going to stretch a minute and then I'll get back at it. All right, we'll get this shot again since I had to stop, stretch my legs. Forgot that this is where I took some photos yesterday, so I'll get a little video as we ride back out of that. See that spot up through there? This is where I took some pictures. Yeah, I drank some electrolytes too, thinking maybe that might help out the cramping and numbness that was going on in that foot. I always do electrolytes before I head out in the morning. I just got to remember to keep doing them throughout the day, putting them into my routine. You know, come to think of it, that little quarry area that I just rode through, when I was younger, that was never overgrown like that. They used to keep that pretty well maintained. It was pretty open. Now it's just overgrown with trees. I wonder what's up with that. Because it used to be pretty wide open in there and you could see the whole, like, circle of it. That's not a possibility now. There used to be water off to my left here too, and there was like a dock, like walking bridge that went across to the other side of the woods. And now there's no water in there and the bridge is gone. Not sure if there's some type of an erosion of the land that held that water back or what happened. Back on the road. tell you, riding on some of these blacktop roads around town and through these parks, I really appreciate those trails for bikes. Even though they get kind of boring seeing the same scenery, they're a lot safer, a lot smoother. I don't know how well it's coming up on the camera, but there's a lot of potholes, ruts, and divots, washout areas on these roads up here. I didn't have the camera going when I came down the hill from Julian Dubuque's monument. There was a couple of big divots in the road. If you weren't paying attention, it'd be like a ramp. Pretty dangerous for a bicyclist or a motorcyclist even. Hell, I'm sure your car would bottom out on a couple of them. Oh, little dachshund's hanging their head out the window. Morning. How you guys doing?
Good. Oh, you know.
Yep. I just got passed by a group of riders. They were booking. Just when you think you're doing good, those guys make you look like shit. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I made it up to the top of the hill here in the grassland area of the Mines of Spain. Have a little stretch, eat a little something. The air's not so fresh here. It smells like somebody's burning rubber, which is pretty gross. But other than that, it's a pretty beautiful morning out here. I just had an Uncrustable. Those things are pretty damn good. I like it. I don't know how the funding works here for the Mines of Spain. This thing looks like it needs to be fixed, along with a lot of the blacktop in this park. If it's the city of Dubuque that's responsible for it, come on, man, do better. This spot is awesome. Nice little coasting here, and the birds. Smell the trees, no more stinky rubber like at the top of the hill. Fresh air, man. This is so beautiful. These are some of my favorite moments of riding. This nice trail I went up yesterday. It's pretty long. But I made it. Didn't have to stop, so hopefully we can do it again. One blessing of living in Dubuque, training for Ragbrai. Lots of hills, a lot of hill practice. I can imagine that once the heat kicks in July on Ragbrai, it's gonna get pretty oppressive. Because it's warm today. Not exactly sure what the temperature is, but I feel the heat differently today than I have on the majority of my rides. The sun is just beating down on me right now. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to force myself out in the afternoons to get in it. Big divot. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, you don't want to sprint, but you kind of have to push in some areas or your speed gets too low. Don't want to fall over. Oh man. Last stretch here to the top. All right, I'm gonna take a breather. Made it to the top. Experiencing quite a headwind going back. The sky's looking pretty dark up ahead. They're saying low percentage rain. When I looked this morning, yesterday they were claiming rain was coming, but then this morning it said 15%. Who knows what it's going to do? The weathermen, the only people I know, you could be wrong 365 days a year and still get paid to do your job. So I contemplated going back to get my mileage figured out and continue riding today, but due to this storm that's coming, I think I'm just gonna call it. I don't have a problem riding in the rain if I'm already out and it starts to rain, but I'm gonna be home. Why go back out in this shit if it's gonna come down and be miserable? If I'm on Ragbrai and it rains, I'll deal with it. When I'm out on a motorcycle and it rains, I deal with it. I'm just not gonna start in the rain. So we're gonna be calling it here shortly. All right, we made it back to the shop. So with running the miles that I ran yesterday again today, and combined with what I did before the GPS died, we should be roughly around 27 miles for the day. I was gonna continue on, like I said on the GoPro, but the weather here is changing pretty quickly. It's looking like a storm's coming in. Humidity's pretty high. It's only 74 degrees, but it's pretty sticky. So if that's any indicator of what I'm going to deal with on Ragbrai, I'm going to be hating life when I'm on that thing. Anyway, I'm going to go shower and eat and chill for the day. Actually, no chilling. I got paperwork to do for both businesses now and hang out with Krista, so, and probably video editing, so there's no chilling. I got shit to do.